fucking hard afgepotst.
Hey guys, what's up, Rotax here and welcome back to this brand new video. And today, just like last week, it is time to go testing at the Lansard. Because, well, my next race is coming up there in 2 weeks already. So yeah, if you've seen last week's video, then you'll know that the speed last week was pretty good. Today, yeah, it's basically going to be one of those days again. I am going to test the black Douglas rims today, however, and I'm also going to test an A axle, which is in between a medium and a hard axle, so that's going to be interesting. Alright people, we're here and well, it's fucking busy, look at this. Yeah, there are actually so many people today that we only have a session of 10 minutes each hour because they've split it up like micro, mini, junior, senior, shifter, all that stuff. So yeah, it's fucking busy. There are quite a few seniors as well, so at least we'll have some comparison, so that's good. I hope we have the same speed as last week, because last week it was really good, but yeah. No one knows, we'll see. Welcome back to the Lansard, or as I should call it, the Sansard. Yeah, the track was awful the first session. And I usually never cover the first session that much, but this one was actually really interesting. By the way, if you're still enjoying these types of videos, please consider subscribing. It's free, you'll never miss a new video, and you'll always be vibing. Anyways, in this session there was absolutely no grip whatsoever. We were doing 47s, which is a good 3 seconds slower than last week. I could really use the standard MXJ wheels in this session, but I definitely didn't expect it to be this slippery for the first session, and that's why I chose the MXC wheels, which was a mistake. But despite of that, I was actually really quick in this session. For some reason, I just have a lot of confidence in low grip conditions like this. I also get a lot of questions about the differences between the OTK chassis and Kart Republic, and in situations like this, the difference is night and day. This thing just sticks. It doesn't do anything unpredictable, and it just gives you an insane amount of confidence. Like the Kart Republic chassis might be suddenly twitchy on the braking or just give you a random oversteer mid-corner, but this thing just doesn't do that, even though we were running the low grip MXC wheels. Here you see I closed the gap to the 631, his name is Dries and he's actually a really nice guy. He actually won the Car for Fun race in which I was a mechanic for my friend Tom. He was struggling a bit with getting rotation in the kart, and I think you can see that by the way he's working the wheel. A little bit later on we encountered some slower drivers and he just absolutely sends it, which is something I definitely don't do with these types of drivers. Anyways, he was able to pull away because of that, which gave me some hunting space. Another thing that happened is that another senior joined the party. His name is Mitch and he's running the TB chassis. And he too is a very quick guy, always running in the top 5 in the Dutch Championship. Here they were stuck behind a slower driver, which allowed me to catch back up, and I had a little look there up the inside, but I didn't really have the overspeed to make the move. Sessions like this are really good to increase your confidence, especially at the tight track like the Lansard. I was really feeling confident with overtaking and deciding to go for the lunge there, and it worked out beautifully as you can see. Dries went for the move on the dude ahead of us now, which is the subscriber, and I already accidentally tapped him in the braking zone there. Then when we got to the technical part, he brakes early again and we accidentally bump him. No hard feelings, we spoke afterwards and it was all good. Shout out to you, man. And just for your info, if I ever meet you out on track, I definitely will not hit you off, at least not on purpose.
I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
A lap or two later, we caught back up to Dries and we went for the move. As I said, we were really rapid this session. Thank you. Alright people, so that was session 1 and interesting scenes. The track was super slippery and you guys remember that last week the MXJ rims weren't working at all. So for today I decided to put on the MXC rims, the special ones. But yeah, because the track was so freaking slippery, it was actually the wrong choice. And I should have put on the standard rims, because if I did that, I think I would be a good half second quicker than what I just was. But yeah, what's even more funny is that, well, because it's a little bit colder and the track was so slippery, I went a lot lower on the tire pressure. But despite that, still this happened. Whoops. Yeah, this is not what you want. Definitely not what you want. Same on the other side. So yeah, let's lower the pressures a little bit more and let's have some more fun. So, for the next session I opted to stay on the MXC wheels. However, I had some issues with the tire pressure and handling. The speed too was absolutely terrible, but that was a bigger problem. Much bigger.
Alright people, yeah, that was fucking awful. Yeah, my ribs, they hurt like hell for some reason. It just goes from fine to death in within 2 sessions. It's really strange. So I'm going to take a little bit of painkiller, then I'm going to cut off this and put it in my seat so to hopefully get rid of the pain. But yeah, I don't know if it will help. Yeah, I guess we'll see. We'll see. Right, bedding in the seat, fuel, and the Douglas rims. Let's test this. Now I also took some painkillers again, and I really hope I can just drive more today. I actually have to go now, so see you then.
Alrighty then, welcome back. Painkillers, foam padding, and it definitely worked. I still felt a little bit of pain, but it wasn't as bad as before. So that finally gave us the opportunity to test the Douglas wheels. And they definitely felt interesting, but I actually set my best lap time of the day on these things. But that has another reason too. Let's ride on board for 1 lap. These wheels really have a big performance peak in the first 3 or 4 laps, but after that they drop off by like half a second. By the way guys, if you're a karter yourself or just a race fan, I would advise joining my Discord server. In here we have a super large but very close community full of kart racers, sim racers and just fans. There's some really fun and useful stuff in there, like the current discount code for my sponsor K-Racing. We currently have a code that gives 15% discount on all Rotax Max parts on the K-Racing website. Check out the pinned comment for the full details. Anyways, back to this video.
Alright, good people of the internet. Well, interesting. My ribs do still hurt a little bit, but the foam padding is definitely an improvement. I think the painkillers are also starting to work now, so that's nice. But about those rims, yeah, I'm not sure. In the beginning they gave a lot of grip, but then as soon as the tire pressure went just a little bit too high, I was just sliding all over the place. So yeah, I think I'm going to switch back to the MXC rims and then we'll see. At least I'm happy that I'm somewhat able to drive again with these rims, because yeah, that was hurting like absolute hell.
For the session after this we switched back to the standard MXJ wheels and that was a little bit better, but the rips just got a lot worse, even with the padding and the painkillers. Here I was driving together with Dries and my confidence was completely gone. The pain really is a big distraction and you can see that even though I could brake a lot later than him, I couldn't go for the move. After only 6 minutes I had to admit defeat in order to prevent a larger injury.
Alright guys, yeah, next session done. Yeah, my ribs just hurt too much. I unfortunately have to stop for today, which is really frustrating. Like, speed is fine, but yeah, my ribs just hurt too much. I cannot drive. And also, I could keep going, but then I will just eliminate myself for the race, which is in 2 weeks. So yeah, super disappointing, but unfortunately I've got no choice. And I actually have to go to the doctor because, yeah, this is not good. Anyways, we're going to tear down the kart now, and you will see a nice time lapse of that right now.
So I realized how I've never actually shown you guys how I break down the kart and how I load the van. Well, I had some battery left in the GoPro, so let's put that to use.
So yeah guys, everything is now packed again, and yeah, the day ended a lot earlier than I thought it would. I mean man, it's just annoying. The pace is good, I just need more laps. And this really doesn't help, but hey, I'm still alive, I have to take care of my ribs. Let's take a look at the other seniors now. Yeah! Yeah! Mijn bouw ziet er ook fucking rustig uit. Alright boys, we're back. Yeah, just unloading the van now. Yeah, the day was really not what we wanted, of course. Yeah, maybe it's my karma for binning one of my subscribers. Once again, the speed seemed to be pretty okay. We measured the lap time of a guy who went on new tires, and he actually did the same lap time on new tires that I did on the black wheels. Speaking of the black wheels, yeah, they had a massive amount of grip in the beginning, but after like 4 or 5 laps they just start sliding, and that's not good. Like when they are peaking in terms of performance, it actually feels really similar to the MXJ rim. But if you actually take a look at them side by side, then you see that the MXJ rim and the black rim are actually really similar. Wait, let me show you. Yeah guys, if you actually look here, on the left here we have the MXJ rim OTK. Here we have the Douglas low volume rim, and here we have the OTK MXC rim. And as you can see, they're really similar in shape, which of course explains why they feel similar out on track. And of course the MXC rim is here just for reference. There you can see how much more air volume there's inside of this rim. So yeah, that explains it. But yeah, for me it just wasn't really doing the trick. There are some people who went quick on them, like I said, but yeah, not me. Anyways guys, with that also comes the end of this video. Now if you enjoyed that, then I would appreciate it enormously if you would consider hitting those like and subscribe buttons. You guys of course know that it helps me a lot. This video is done, however. There are 2 other videos on screen now that you might enjoy, but for now, that was it. Peace.